Hey guys, welcome back. In today's episode, we will be constructing our N-JFET amplifier with fixed bias. This is the circuit that we will be using, and for that we will be using our N-JFET with model number 2N3819. And very important part of the self bias that we have a bias voltage here also as VGG, and we have a VDD, which already we have in earlier circuits. So this is the basic difference. And the input, we will use a small signal sinusoidal wave, and we will be constructing this circuit in LTspice. So let us go ahead and build the circuit. Let me double click on the LTspice icon. The dashboard has opened. Now I will go to the new schematic icon and click it. The canvas is open where we can construct the circuit. So first I'll save the file. I'll go to file, then save as. So I'll name the file as N-JFET amplifier with fixed bias. So I name it as N-JFET amplifier with fixed bias. I'll save the file. And you can see as soon as I save, the left hand top, the file name is getting displayed here. Now let me construct the circuit. For that I'll go and click on the components icon here, and from there I will pick up the N-JFET. So this is a generalized N-type JFET. I'll click place and I'll place it here. I right click to vanish it. Let me zoom out a bit so that I can have the total canvas for drawing the circuit. Now there are couple of voltage sources. To insert them, I'll hit D from the keyboard. So first I will place the voltage placeholder for the input small signal, and as well as at the gate I have to give the bias, but the polarity will be the reverse. So let me rotate it. Now the polarity has become reversed. So I'll click and place it here. And VDD, again for that I have to reverse the polarity. I click Ctrl R from the keyboard to rotate it, and here I will click and place the voltage placeholder. I right click to vanish it. I go ahead and save the file. Remember, these are placeholders. We have to give the actual value and name them so that the circuit looks reasonably understandable. Now let me insert the resistances in the circuit. I hit R from the keyboard and the resistance symbol comes in. So with this particular voltage source, we will have our resistance, and at the drain we will have another resistance, and the output we will measure to a load resistance. For that we need another resistance. So the resistance requirement is done. I right click to vanish it. Now I will go ahead and save the file again. I need some capacitors here. So for that I will hit C from the keyboard, and the rotation have to be done. So I click Ctrl plus R from the keyboard, and here at the input I need to give a capacitor so that no DC part comes from the small signal input. As well as here when we are taking the output, also no DC part should go in the output. So I place a capacitor here. I right click to vanish it. Now let me save the file. Now I will create the ground line. For that I will hit W from the keyboard. I will click here. I'll go downwards, go right, and I'll click and come upwards. Now I'll connect here. I'll connect here in the ground line. I'll connect here in the ground line. The ground line connections are done. Now I will connect the VDD here. I'll connect these two, and now I will connect the input voltage source to the capacitor into the gate, and also I have to connect these two and this to this line. I'll now connect this to this, and I'll connect this to this, and I'll come down and connect with this. I'll right click to vanish it. Let me fit it to screen. I see the ground connection is remaining with the ground line. So I will bring the ground connection here, place it here. I hit W from the keyboard. to connect it. That now I connect the ground line with the ground and I right click to vanish it. I do the fit to screen again. I'll click save here and I see all the components are placed. Now I have to name them and give the value. And one more thing, I'll place the pads here. For that I'll write input and I'll type the label as input and I'll connect the input here. I'll right click to vanish it. Again I'll go to the label and here I'll type output and I'll click output and here I connect the output. So these are the basic input outputs. Now all the placeholders are there. Let me give the values. I will name this as CI. I'll click OK and the value I give it as 0.022 microfarad. I'll click OK. Here this is C out, so I'll give CO. The name is there and the value I assign here is 2.2 microfarad. Now the part of the circuit there is a N-JFET. I have to pick the model. For that I'll right click here and I'll pick the new JFET. From there you can see in the list first is 2N3819. So this I'll pick. I'll click OK. I'll save the circuit. Now the resistances are remaining. I'll name this as RD and I'll give the value here as 10 meg. That is 10 meg ohms. I'll click OK. I'll save the file. Here at the output this will be R load. So I'll give the name R load and the value of the R load is 10 meg. That is 10 meg ohms. I'll save the file. This resistor is remaining. Let me rename it as RD since it is connected with the drain and I'll give the value to it as 0.2 K. That means 2.2 kilo ohms. I'll save the file. For this voltage, the gate biasing voltage here, I'll give the voltage value as 1.5 volt. Okay. And for this, I'll have to rename it as VDD. This is VDD and the value of VDD we give as 20 volt. I'll click save. Now, here this is V1 and I'll change it to as VI because this is input voltage. So the input voltage VI, I'll give the value as it is a AC. So I'll go to advanced and then I'll click sign. DC offset will be 0. The small signal amplitude will be 0.5 volt here and frequency will be 1 kilohertz. I'll click OK. I'll click save. Now it seems all the circuit components are done. I'll click save. For checking the SPICE configuration, I'll go to view and then SPICE netlist. Here we can see the JFET is okay here. The input small signal AC is okay here. The V2, that means the gate biasing voltage is V2 here. That is 1.5. VDD is 20 volt. And we have RG as 10 meg, RD as 2.2 K. And we have kept it generic name. I'll made it specific for V2. R load is given here 10 meg. CI is 0.022 microfarad. C output is 2.2 microfarad. And you can see once we place the labels, it is coming as output and input as the labels of this and the output. Okay. And models we have N-JFET, P-JFET and .lib that is coming from here. And we have completed the SPICE configuration. Now let me close the SPICE file. I will change this name as VEG since it is a good practice to name the voltage sources according to their position and their role. So I'll save it. Now I will have to run a transient simulation on this. Before that I have to have a .IC to solve the DC equations of the circuit. If the DC equations are not solved, then the transient analysis with the sine wave could be a bit difficult for the simulator. And for the tran analysis, that is the transient, I'll put dot tran here. Now I will right click on the dot tran and I'll set the values here. I give 2 millisecond here in the stop time. I'll give 0 at the start time, and time step I'll give 10 microseconds. So you can see that the stop time is 2 milliseconds, start time is 0, and maximum time state is 10 microseconds. And thus the transient command is constructed inside Spice. I'll click OK to place it, and to save the file, I'll go and click save. Now I'll click the fit to screen. Now everything comes under one visibility window. We are ready for the simulation, and we will launch the simulation by clicking the run simulation button here. And you can see the simulation has gone here. And here we will now go ahead and check the input. This is the input, and I'll hit D from the keyboard. And next I'll go and click on the output. So you can see that we have a 500 millivolt peak to peak, right? So plus 500 to minus 500 as the input signal, the small signal AC with the small amplitude here. You can see this is the amplitude and this is the amplitude. And when we go ahead and see that we have an output voltage, we can see the peak to peak is 4.5 volts, somewhere 3.5 it could be, right? When we draw this on this axis, and here is also there, and the amplitude has increased at a significant rate. So the amplification of the wave has been done in the output. So the input is provided here, it got amplified through the N-JFET with the biasing setup like this and this, and the output here we are getting here. So this input gets passed through this N-JFET through the amplification setup, and it amplifies to the output, and which we are getting here. So our simulation is successful, that we are providing a small signal sinusoidal AC which is amplified by the N-JFET and the corresponding biasing setup, and the output is coming here. And we have two input and output label from where we have picked this and this. So our simulation is successful. You can go ahead and do experimentation with the different values of the components, and you can compare the outputs from the initial setup that is given here. So that's all, folks. Thank you very much for watching up to this point, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. In case you have some dislikes, put that as in comments in the comment section down below, and bye for today.